You said Craig. This dude Moose said Krieger, bro.
I said
Craig.
Craig.
It is
No,
Craig.
I
More
didn't
like
hear you.
more like
I didn't hear you
nigga.
say that, man. Oh, whoa.
Whoa,
Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
racist, bro. That's racist.
That's
I'm
racist.
black, so I said.
Listen, but that's still racist,
Alright.
How do we know you're black?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Can I
'Cause
see
I-
your
'cause I-
social security number?
We putting this in the pod.
My social security number doesn't even say I'm black.
Welcome to the Canceled Cast, the show where
That man can't even do
Go
it, bro.
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, because we started here from saying bullshit. Alright, so I started from the top, man.
Welcome to the Canceled Cast, the show that we canceled quite a long time ago. I'm your host for today, Moose. Joining me, we got Corn, Omri, and Raxalot. And it's been about 6 months, and now we are on season
Dude, it's been like
3.
2 weeks.
It's been 6 months?
2 weeks.
6 months. That was a Corn with Coffee episode. Corn with Coffee.
Yeah, that
That's not official, bro. That's not official on the main
Yeah.
channel, bro.
We literally have the audio on Spotify right now. If I got the freaking video, so I can put the thing on YouTube. By the time this drops, it's gonna be like basically like 2 weeks. Less than
Welcome
that.
to the official. Okay, this is the very first official full episode. That was a mini
Okay,
sode.
so that was a mini, so okay.
That was a mini song.
No,
That's our word.
That was a side story, bro.
We've been only doing mini sodes for the past year and a half.
Bro, we didn't do an episode. What
normally,
the heck?
like,
What are we
the original
doing?
thing was for us to have like multiple topics, but now we take one topic and like go about it for like a whole hour.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
The mini was supposed to be like, a half hour long. You know,
Yeah,
like
but
one
we just
topic
got
thing.
we get a little too carried
But y'all
away.
talk too much.
So it's dropping. So it's dropping tomorrow.
I mean, it can.
All right.
I was at work and at school for 12 hours.
It's okay. I'm
You
sorry.
know, that's gonna be me
Okay.
in the morning.
Which we could all change that, and episodes could come out if you subscribe to our Patreon at Canceled Cast. It doesn't exist yet, but it will one day. So
I'll support Patreon.
They did. We go disappear for
Okay.
like what, 6 months?
Yeah, we're gonna disappear for 6 months. Okay, you don't
Yeah,
support Patreon.
You want to give me $10, and I will like take the $10, get myself like something good to drink, and I will leave.
Okay, it's not Patreon. It's the Canceled Cast OnlyFans account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ever since I heard that they're switching over to
Yeah, OnlyFans needs to totally cut us a
Yeah.
check. I will literally take $250,000 to do exclusive OnlyFans content with the Cancel Cast crew.
What do y'all think about?
That's
corny
kind of gay,
fans?
bro.
What do y'all think about
corny?
corny?
Okay,
fans?
I'm like, that's kind of gay, bro.
I was thinking about dropping a website called Corny Fans.
Corny fans?
Yeah, corny.
So it's only full of like lame ass jokes that you gotta pay for.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, at least
push
you
this
being
button.
honest about it, bro.
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I already watch your channel. That's enough corniness as it is.
He's already corny as hell, bro.
I appreciate the support.
I think that was a compliment, but just take it how you will.
Yeah. Before we get into it, bro, we need something positive in the beginning, bro. So what's the ups and downs of y'all week? So,
Man, what's positive is that this
What's
video is 5.7 gigs.
That is
Dog.
positive.
not my fault. Listen,
How big? Like how much time is in this video?
an hour.
That man put.
Hour? Dang. Yeah, you do high quality stuff though. So no,
I'm sorry. I mean, I can always dumb it.
no,
you know
you
what I mean?
fine, bro. You fine. I'm gonna just like let it download overnight,
All right.
so that way like it won't get in the way of our.
Wait, why not?
What?
Never mind.
Why not what? Why not
Never
what?
mind.
Finish
Never
your thought.
mind.
Finish your thought,
Speak,
man.
speak,
Never
bro.
mind. No,
Get
man.
my
Mic's on you, bro. Talk.
I have a stutter.
Hey, bro,
I-
what's gonna stop you, bro?
But
I have a stutter.
since we're on the topic of how fucking busy we are, what's you guys' opinion on easy modes in video games?
Listen, I support easy mode video games.
Why not?
I support it.
Why
You
not?
support it.
I support it. Like, what you mean? Why not?
I support it.
Why don't you support it?
Why don't I support it?
Yeah,
All right, I'll tell you why I don't support. I'll tell you why I don't support it.
I'm talking to
In
John.
hard games,
Yeah.
for instance, because I was talking to my main man Omen right here,
Uh-huh.
and hard games like Dark Souls and like, for instance, Bloodborne and Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
No, there shouldn't be an easy mode. It should be played as it should be played because that's the actual mechanic of the game, being played on hard at all times.
Mhm.
But again, my stance is firmly on having easy mode in all games. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I actually agree with you on that. I don't understand why people get mad at like the Dark Souls community for being so is the word vehemently? Velhelmen.
I know what you're talking about. Vehemently. Like, yeah.
Y'all over here using big words. If y'all don't.
Oh my God.
No. All right,
Yeah,
adamant.
y'all
Adamant.
use-
Moose. Better word, adamant.
You're so adamant about not being an easy.
Big word. God, but continue. Yeah, they're adamantly trying to say.
People are upset. People are upset that the Dark Souls community is adamant on not being an easy mode game for the game.
And see, I'm part of Dark Souls community, and it's like it shouldn't be an easy mode in that game.
Like
that's a mechanic.
For example, for me, right? I'm ass at video games. Like you could like play with any game. Like me and Omri, we play fucking Mario. You know, Mario's like the introduction to video games. It's the most basic game ever, and everyone was watching me being ass at it. Like, I have horrible depth perception issues, but you know, so I was like. I never touched the Souls game because I was very terrified of it. So I was like, oh, Sekiro's out. You know, that's a toned down Souls game. Let me try it, you know? Wasn't for me, you know? And I'll admit that. It wasn't for me. Couldn't do it, you know? But it's like, I'm not about to sit here and go, I want an easy mode to enjoy the game. Do I like having easy modes in the game? Yeah, you know? I have a fucking busy-ass schedule. It takes me 6 months to hop on a podcast episode, you know? But you know, not having it isn't the end of the world. Breath of the Wild is like one of my favorite games. I've been over it again and again, right? And you know, that game it essentially follows the principle of you want to do something in that game, you just got to be good at doing it. So yeah, that's my stance on it. Like I'm fine with it. I'm also fine without it, but I'd prefer to have it.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I feel that.
I want to go back to the Dark Souls comment. Like, you want to know easy mode in Dark Souls? The easy mode in Dark Souls is when you reach level 300. There's people in the game who do that.
I also want to say easy mode is just picking a mage.
No. That's the actual thing. You become level 300, you have almost all your stats maxed out.
Just do the donkey strat where my man's maxed out luck.
You know, on Demon Souls, maxed out luck, and then sell that coin over and over again. Keep flipping it, bro. I mean, honestly speaking, like this is something that me and Sean been talking about like off and on. You know, like, a lot of different like channels and like people who go into like game design talks and stuff like that talk about like, oh, game difficulty is still a debated topic even after games have been off for like 30 plus years. Where like you'll play like if you remember back in Assassin's Creed, there was never a difficulty setting. You just hop in and you know the way you play the game is how you play the game. You know, like me personally, I don't rather play a game like that. I actually don't like having the option to pick between easy, hard, or normal because, say for instance, The Witcher. If you play The Witcher 3 and you ask me, a Witcher 3 fan, what difficulty mode to play, I'm gonna be honest with you. Play the hardest difficulty mode in the game because that makes you get the most out of the game. Not even for it to be hardest to be hard, so you can actually use all your techniques in the game and play it the way it meant to be played. But ask somebody else, they'll say, "Oh, just play normal mode." Or play easy mode, or just do this. You know what I mean? Like, it gives you variations, but what's the true experience that designer was going in for? Because you know I'm a designer too. That's where I'm coming from with that jump. Where it's like, okay, but if you do give me an easy mode option, do I still get that same experience? You know what I mean? That's why I always try to say like instead of easy mode, let's go for more accessibility. Like how in Spider-Man PS4, you know, some parts of the game can be easier. Like, oh, instead of like mashing the button, you can just hold it down. Because there's people who have disabilities who wants to play games but can't do it. Then there's people who are just ass at games and just want to get more of the story because they enjoy the lore. You know what I mean?
You see, you're forgetting. There's people like the person in the video was saying. There's people who work, but they're still gamers though. Like they've been gaming all their life. Finally got a job. Finally got 95. Got a family. Got a mortgage. All this, but they love still playing video games still. And it's like they can't play like they used to. You know? It's like they can't play on the hardest difficulty like they used to. They can't do this anymore. So it's like I guess I gotta play on easy mode if I want to enjoy the full story. You know? That's what I'm saying. I'm honest. I'm a platform on easy mode. I love easy mode.
I think Uncharted does it really well because don't they have like 3 modes? Normal mode, story mode where like you only get the story bits.
They got 4. I think they got 4.
And then it's speedrunner mode. So like in case you don't want to see any cutscene and you just want to
you go straight through the game. I just want to play a game. I mean, like that's a good option though because it's like kind of what Rack was saying, where it's like a lot of people get off of work, they don't want a stressful game and be worrying about dying and all that other stuff. You kind of want to wind down. I mean, like for me, it depends on my mood. I'll literally go from playing Doom Eternal, and mind you, I play Doom Eternal on the hardest difficulty always because I'm a fiend for that junk. But I'll go from that playing that one day to playing Slime Rancher and just be vibing. You know what I mean? Because it's all based on like how you want to go about your day. But some people don't have that option. They just want to pick like, oh, I want to continue playing Spider-Man, but I don't want to have to worry about like Peter getting punched in the face by a random thug with a pipe. You know what I mean? And he get KO'd immediately. I just want to be a superhero, bro. I just want to vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it's perfectly fine to do that. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like it's a toxic conversation around it, where it's like people are so worried about what other people are doing when playing these games. And to me personally, if we got a multiplayer game, you shouldn't be worried how people are experiencing. You should be worried about they enjoying the game or not. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Just have fun with that junk.
I never understood gatekeeping in video games in general. Like, if I love Dishonored. I fucking had will want to marry it at this point. No homo. But,
I agree.
But what do you call it? I won't gatekeep you gatekeep it for say, oh, you shouldn't be playing this game because you play this way and I play this other way. Because at the end of the day, the more people play my game, the more likely my game's gonna get a sequel, or more support for that game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's why I guess the whole not context but discussion really goes for is why the fuck do we just gatekeep video games in general? Just let people enjoy the shit that they enjoy,
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like it just it's kind of similar to freaking anime and shit like that, right? We get all these dudes who be like, oh, y'all like this now, or comic book people, oh, yeah, this is cool now, but when I was a kid, I used to get bullied for this, you know what I mean? Or even though I feel like people got bullied less for video games overall, I ain't looking at no statistics. I'm just based it on my assumptions.
Man, my fucking bullies watch Bleach growing up, man. They knew more anime than me.
They was coming out of your face. That's crazy. No, but real talk though, it's man, what's my whole thing? But it's there's no reason to gatekeep. You know what I mean? I feel like dude bros are just weird about holding on to what makes them a gamer when in reality that doesn't really matter anymore. You know what I mean? It used to be a quirky thing to be a dude that plays the game all day. Now it's just okay, and everybody does it. You know what I mean?
It's a lifestyle at this point,
Not even just that. It's part of everybody's lifestyle. Almost everybody plays some version of a video game. You know what I mean? Either on their phone or anything like that.
Or has played,
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's a reason why Mario is one of the most iconic icons ever. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to access, even today. But yeah, people in third world countries knowing who Mario is, bro. Come on. But going back to the point though, it's
yeah.
Honestly, it's I don't know. Game difficulty should exist. You know what I mean? Game should be hard for the sake of being hard if it makes sense to the design. Kind of what we were saying before, Dark Souls. I can't really imagine a Dark Souls game being easy because at their core element, right? You play a Dark Souls game for 1, the lore, and 2 for difficulty. It's fair, but it's challenging. You know what I mean? That's the reason you go back to that game. I understand games like Sekiro where the reaction speeds are a little too fast sometimes for some people. Then sure, you can tweak that, but. Forcing you to do that is a whole different thing. It should be like Hades, where in Hades, right, you can actually there's easy mode. They don't penalize you for it. And you can even choose to basically will be walking God just to get more story, and then you can turn it off whenever you want when you are studying for progress or whatever.
I feel like this whole topic really started beginning. My bad. But,
no, you did. Go ahead. Bro.
This whole topic really started really big around Sekiro, but it was still going on before then with the Call of Duty, because it was really being you don't play Call of Duty on veteran or legendary? I think what's the hardest one? I think legendary, right?
Yeah, legendary. You're legendary, but before that veteran, I think.
Yeah, but it's you don't play Call of Duty on legendary. That's all I do. I play Call of Duty on legendary. I play Call of Duty on legendary, and it's one thing that legendary does is makes you die faster. That's it.
I remember when I was a kid, we used to play like Blackouts a lot, right? And we used to like just really be playing recruit and be having fun, bro. But yeah, bro,
You know?
I go to spam killer streaks and just vibe, bro. And I don't know that. Oh, let's try out playing veteran role. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, let's see what happens. You walk outside, get headshot immediately. You having fun with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like it's a good rush when you win. But I ain't finna lose for 2 days straight on a game just to win. I ain't getting nothing out of this. That's stupid, dog.
I'm on the opposite of that, man. Like, I'm fucking ass at Ghost of Tsushima. And right now, I'm playing, like, I was playing through the most painful run yet, a lethal mode plus. And at first, I was doing it in black and white mode. So, you can't even tell the difference between a parry move and a dodge move.
Why would you do that to yourself, bro?
Because it's actually...
That's fun for you, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you have to play like that. It's I definitely hate it at times when I keep on dying to one boss. But like defeating a boss is like probably the most satisfying thing for me right now. But it's definitely not something I'd recommend.
So, I know you had a point earlier, right, Corn?
Hmm?
You guys were gonna say earlier or no?
Oh yeah. So if someone were to combat this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like the first thing I thought of was like people making the argument that making these video games like not being accessible to a lot of people is ableist. And I actually kind of think, I'm like, is it really though? If you think about it, video games are an art form.
Yeah.
And, like it just like in art, it brings out specific emotions and different types of feelings, to like different people. And not everybody, not a lot of art pieces is for everybody too as well. So like art is not ableist. So I just don't think video games can
combat your stance with an alternative, right?
What?
Kind of going what Moose had said earlier, where it was dang, trying to remember what did you say?
I said a lot of things, man.
I
just
a lot
talk.
of things. That's the issue. You talk too much.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I actually just talked my way into a vice president position at the Wayne State skateboarding club.
Skateboarding club at Wayne? Y'all lame for real. But
hey man, I've never been, so I really
don't
don't.
Skateboard.
Dog.
Oh my god, dog. Oh my god.
I don't know what I'm about to do.
This whole conversation just threw my whole mind off. I had a whole like alternative stance. Say your thing again, Corn. Say your thing one more time.
About the ableist thing.
Oh yeah, because you were saying okay, good, yeah. Okay, I got it back now. I got it back now. So Moose was basically saying like, oh, what I don't really care about how you feel about the game. Like I want you to play the game and enjoy it. I don't really care what difficulty mode you play on because at the end of the day, you're supporting this developer, you're supporting this game, and that could potentially make us both thrive, right? I would say for your stance, the same thing when it comes to art. As an artist, you want as many people as possible to enjoy your art no matter what on equal ground, right? So I do understand that. Whereas like I want, if Rack walks into my office and I have an art piece right there, I want him to experience it the exact same way that most experience it and you experience it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when it comes to games, the problem is they're an interactive experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What if a person is blind? What if a person like is deaf? You know what I mean? There's a lot of games where people are stuck in. Like I wouldn't say it's ableist from a bad standpoint. It's ableist from like similar to how it is in architecture, where we had like modular furniture, where it's like, oh, the ideal man is white, 5'10", 180 pounds, so all furniture will be designed around him. Well, we have a woman who's 4'5", she can't fit. You know what I mean? Or we have like a person who's like 6 feet. You know, you're a little too tall. Now you're not uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like games have the potential to be more adjusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say like for that standpoint, I do understand what you're saying. Like, oh, games are art. You can't really criticize the designer. That wasn't their intent. I do agree with that. You can't really get mad at the game developer. It's not their responsibility, but at the same time, it would be nice for them to do it.
Yeah,
And like right now,
true.
currently, a lot of designers are leaning more towards that
Yeah.
like route where like they're actually trying to be more inclusive. Like there's not that many games anymore where they have a sound puzzle because not everybody can like hear.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Or like if there's a sound puzzle, they'll have a visual cue to go along with it. I mean, try
Yeah.
playing a game muted. Like try playing a game from like the early 2000s muted, like an old like puzzle game or something. You're probably gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
stuck somewhere. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just being out, even playing Kingdom Hearts, maybe you might get stuck somewhere. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, that
That's what I was
reminds
saying.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, you can go. Oh, my bad. Anyway.
Yeah. I was about to say like how you was making examples about like like for death, blind. Like I remember in Resident Evil 2, the old version, not Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 3. There's a puzzle. There's a specific puzzle to where you needed to actually listen to the sound to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were complaining about that. And so what the developers did, they was like, oh, dang, you're right. So they remade the game so that like everybody could like be able to solve it.
Yeah.
So
I was saying like I think for games at those moments where it's like, okay, if you want to have a sound puzzle, cool, but make an alternative one that person can solve if they can't hear. You know what I mean? Like put in that little extra work just to have that option. Kind of like what I said before, where it's like if it's a button mashing thing, like even now, right? I think button mash is fine, but I don't want to button mash anymore. I don't know. After like playing games where I don't have to button mash, I just have the whole square. I run the whole square nowadays. I don't get hyped doing that. I get irritated now.
I literally retried playing the OG God of War. Fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because like you'll play like it's still fun. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want a button mash. Do you know how many button mashing moments is in God of War 3? At the end of every execution,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Match. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
right.
I don't even want to do executions anymore. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not even like I work at computers all day. You know what I mean? I'm already at the risk of getting carpal tunnel any day. You know what I mean? Because I work at computers all the time. So I ain't trying to risk it get worse than that. I'm already an artist, bro. I can't risk that job. You know? I want the whole buttons.
But I want to comment. It's like y'all know Berserk. Y'all know the dude the director over Dark Souls is like heavily influenced by Berserk and other art forms. Yeah. Now that he made Dark Souls in a way where it has to be enjoyed in that way, where it is not.
It's based around nihilism.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now I want to bring in also another thing. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Is there easy mode Metal Gear Solid?
Yes, there is.
It
is easy though.
I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to sneak.
Is it easy though?
I mean, yeah, I would say in 2. So that's actually kind of funny because in 2, right? You know how you play as both Raiden and Snake.
Mm-hmm.
In Raiden's parts, you have to actually in a normal game, you have to actually like go into each room and get the map for it. Like go out of your way to download it while sneaking on these people and not get caught while downloading it. You know what I mean? So you know where you gotta go. In the easy mode, you don't have to do that. Certain parts of the game for the easy mode is already done for you, and they give you more stuff to make it easier. You still have to sneak, but it's harder for you to get killed. You know what I mean?
Now you confirm my point. The game is being changed because of easy mode. Now, don't get me wrong. I love easy mode. But these are some games that were really kind of from the director's artist standpoint, as you would call it. It's like these are big games where it's like it needs to be played a certain type of way on certain type of difficulty for you to enjoy the fullest of the game.
Yeah.
You know? Don't get me wrong. I want easy mode. I want to easy mode. But some things have to be played a certain way to be fully enjoyed.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. I want to start something. I want to start something on this topic. What game? I don't know. I don't know if I already said this. Maybe I missed it. But what is a game that you played that you seriously was like, dog, I just really want to get through this story. Like I don't even really want difficulty. Has there ever been a situation with a game that made you feel that way?
Not including Dark Souls, I would say.
Yeah, I'll play Dark Souls too.
I would literally play Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro. I already told you, I am notorious for getting to the end of a Soulsborne game and then stop playing. Cause like I'll get busy with something or a new game will come out. I'll put it down. Like I'm at the end of Sekiro right now. I gotta fight the old dude and his dad back to back. I don't have the skill to do that anymore. Of course, I want to just beat the game, bro. You know what I mean? But besides that, though, I mean, It was this one point in Witcher 3 where, remember I told you I was literally on the hardest difficulty. And I was at the beginning of the game, and I was fighting this one dude in like the cave, and I kept dying over and over and over again. So to put it in perspective, on the hardest difficulty, if someone's at your level, you die in one hit. On the second hardest difficulty, you die in 2 hits, for example. So the dude I was fighting, I just, I'll give him like half health. I'll get punched and I'll die. You know what I mean?
Bro,
so I was like, you know what? Skip it, bro. I'm tired of this. I'm putting it on second hardest difficulty, and I ended up beating. I just need that one more hit. You know what I mean? I needed more leeway. So yeah, that was one of those games where I was like, bruh, I am literally irritated. Because it's like, even though I am an advocate of playing the game on the hardest difficulty, it's only really fun after I got all the stuff to make it fun. I ain't gonna hold you up. Like, I need to get all my potions, all my prep stuff. It's like being Batman, bro. You need your gadgets in order for it to be fun being Batman, bro.
Right, sure. I mean?
Like,
yeah.
Batman's whole thing is prep time. So you need to be able to prep as a monster hunter in that game. If you have nothing to prep with, you're kind of fucked. I literally went through like a quarter of that game for my health potion because I didn't know how to find it. You know what I mean? So I would say that's like a key moment to me, like where I was honestly like, oh, I kind of want to quit.
Yeah.
What about
okay. Man, if I'm being honest, like currently, like I like Final Fantasy. No, bro. Like I like Final Fantasy X a lot, right? I love that game.
Yeah.
Because the story is just so freaking cool. Like I love it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, going through that game is annoying as hell, bro. Like it's like I have like the skill, right? Like, I've played many RPGs and all that. Like I can go through it, but thing is I would have to like do a lot of grinding and work extra hard, figure out like the boss techniques and all that and stuff like that. I just wish there was a mode in which I can just be like, where it can be like more accessible for me to like beat the game, you feel me? Cause like I'll be like, dang, bro, like, dang, why does Seymour fight so hard? Like, I really just want the story. That's like one time, yeah, that's like the one game I just don't think I'm gonna finish. I want to, but I feel like I'm not gonna finish it, bro. I just don't have the time to be doing all that, bro. I don't. I really don't.
It's just like, I've been saying it back on this podcast, bro. I always thought it was a joke. I was like, yeah, man. I used to love open world games from middle school and through high school, bro. I don't like open world games like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like the huge ones, I don't like them anymore. It's too much to do. I get irritated, bro. Cause it's like I'll spend 20 hours on this game. No, I'll put in like 5 hours on the game one day and be like, dang, I low key did nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you know what game is that's for me right now? Red Dead Redemption 2. I was
hyped. Bro.
Oh yeah, really?
I was hyped to play it, but then like the fact that I have to do every little fucking thing, I have to press.
I'm gonna tell you this: when you get to chapter 3, make a second save. You will thank me later. Just make a second save and put that save up, and don't touch it from when you want to go back to like playing the game. Because I know we're getting off topic but like one thing I like about that game is like there is points of no return, and they don't tell you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So, like, in my opinion, if you want to, like, go back to, like, a free roam portion of the game, Chapter 3 is the best portion to go back to. Because you have access to everything camp-related. You know what I mean? You can just leave the story alone and just vibe. That's what I'm doing. Because I want to go back to, like, Red Dead 2. You know what I mean? And play it. So I did a whole new game because there's no new game plus, which is stupid to me already. So I made a new game and got to chapter 3, and I'm just doing side stuff and just vibing. I like to vibe in that game. It's a good vibe game, but it's when you want to do the story interrupts the vibe.
That's why I wanted to hop on the multiplayer because it's like, but there's nothing to do on the multiplayer.
You can't even rob trains yet. The game been out for like 2 years.
Oh yeah,
you can't rob trains. No, you can't rob trains at all.
You can't. You
can rob it in the base game, but the problem with the base game is they don't want you. I don't care what anybody says. Like 9 times out of 10, there's a morality system in the game. You're going to be good. You're going to be good, bro. I was actually evil in that a morality system besides Dishonored was Infamous. Infamous 1 and 2, and Second Son on like a different playthrough. You know what I mean?
Infamous 2 has like Infamous in general just has a really fun ass evil mode. You know, like the
Yeah.
powers are like.
Yeah.
I feel like Red Dead 2 wants you to be like wants it to be replayable, but the problem is like it's a 120-hour game. I'm not going to play it over again just to be evil. You know what I mean?
That game
Like Infamous isn't that long of a game, and being evil actually gives you like different moves, so it gives you an incentive to go back. And then plus, remember, if you like do a new game plus, you keep your previous powers too. You know what I mean? So you be evil with like the good powers. You know what I mean? So it makes it like worth your while to at least bother going back.
Hell, Dishonored, like you can do a completely evil level, right? And then still save your game. Not like as in like saving your spot, but more so like in the long run of things, you can make it that.
Yeah,
you
by
can still
doing
get
like by doing a good actions, you can just bring your chaos back down. But what did I say though? Back to the topic. Back to the topic. We on some big old tangent.
You feel me? You feel me? You feel me?
But yeah, because it's like, I mean, because we kind of went over both sides, like playing devil's advocate for the thing. Where it's I do understand from a designer's perspective, like, oh, like what if I made this game to be hard, is meant to be depressing, and to represent something that's really, I don't know, traumatizing or something like that. I understand that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying change your vision. I'm just saying, like, if your vision can be altered in some way without losing the base idea to make somebody else be able to play it, then do that. You know what I mean?
I like your statement of just having
Accessibility.
You know, I feel like Discord needs an accessibility mode for us people with stutters.
And what would they do with that, Moose?
What?
Let me know. What would they do with that? Would they tell you to speak up, spit it out?
No, it'll just figure out what I'm trying to say, like we already got, and this is off topic, but I want to talk about it. There's a company out there that's putting rat brains inside a robot, right? Yeah. And having the robot move using the rat brain, which is really fucked up when you think about like the implications.
Yeah.
That we really just made rat cyborgs.
Like I said, we're going to hit that singularity point. I'm gonna just look like, yeah, I told you so.
But I do think games should always have an accessibility mode, or at the very least, just hey, this mode isn't for people who want lower difficulty, but more so people who just want to enjoy the story,
Yeah. And Persona did a good job. Persona 5 did a good job with that, which is why they have so much love for that game.
I booted Persona into safe mode, and I hate it.
You hate it?
Because it's too easy. It's like, at that point, you guys are just better off.
I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. Well, I played it on the hardest difficulty, and it was easy for me. But, I mean, of course, I beat the game like originally on normal mode anyway. But,
you know how
to play the game is actually not that hard.
I feel like they went about it the wrong way. They should have made like the story mode into more so like what do you call it? Just a visual novel, because the game could like still be like how long is the game? Like 100 hours? You
can put in like 100 hours in that game.
Like you could get like as a visual novel, it's probably like 50 hours long.
Nah. Out of 100, I would say. Actually, I agree with you. I
still.
I would say, like, it depends on what your gameplay was, because, like,
I don't know, man. I feel like the safe mode was fine to me.
No, you're probably thinking of easy mode, because once you boot into safe mode, you can't boot out. You have to beat the entire game in safe mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, go on.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, because I think he said like it should like be like a novel type thing, like a visual novel, instead of playing safe mode.
Like a visual novel kind of thing.
Because I feel like still part of the Persona experience is like the chemistry with the characters, and you doing all that stuff outside of the battle. like building your characters, I don't know, like friendship, whatever, to get different types of interactions with the enemy, stuff like that. I think that's still, a big part of the game. So I
The whole
don't
game
think
is just a
turn.
Spider-Man simulator. Think about it. You're
And
trying to balance your superhero life with your friends and junk.
I mean, if you really want to get into like it's very close to The Sims combined with Pokemon. If you really think about it.
Bruh.
Really, because it's not really a needs thing for your main character. Oh, you know.
But like, speaking of that, demanding an easy mode in every video game doesn't make any sense because The Sims, an easy mode in The Sims. I think Sims does has an easy
Yeah, you
mode.
can turn the cheat codes on. I do it all the time. I don't play
No,
Sims
no,
legit
no,
because I think it's
no,
boring.
like not like the money wise because like playing normally for money wise ain't it, but like
It's like I get the challenge of it. I actually thought about doing that, but it's like once you do it like once or twice, you're not doing that ever again. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Mhm.
I
We'll
know
continue.
people who play The Sims. We're even just going on tangents, but people who play
Yeah.
like The Sims and actually create like relationships and shit. Weird, like
What do
you
you
I
know.
mean,
mean?
it's
Why
Well,
not
is that the whole
so.
point of the game?
Yeah, it's
Nah,
not
man.
so.
No, man. Some people get too attached. Like they got whole storylines going on with their characters and shit.
Well, I mean, all Sims
Damn.
is just a dollhouse, but in a game. I mean, of course they
Yeah,
get attached. I do know what you mean, though. They get over emotional with it or something. That's kind of weird, but like, it's part of the game. You're literally just it's a virtual dollhouse. You're just expanding it over and over again. I don't support The Sims anymore because they got greedy. That's a whole different thing.
What, you don't want to buy
No,
the latest expansion pass?
no, no.
But
I actually own all the expansions, and they're not that good. Like
I think like only one or two have like quality of life
the
things and
only
that.
ones I would actually
mhm.
recommend somebody buying is the seasons pass. And the next season, like the one that actually adds like weather and stuff to your game, because it alters the entire game. It adds like new holidays. You can make up your own holidays for your Sims and stuff like that.
Yeah, didn't it come with a calendar? That was like
Yeah,
a
like
big feature.
it's literally like one of the biggest features in the game. But it's
Uh,
like it's
the
so
se-
basic. It's like why is this a big feature?
the series peaked with three. Three was the best one.
We had cars and Jungle was so cool. Man.
You could commit crimes in that game.
Exactly. That was when you can actually be a thief. In this game, you just be like, oh, I'm gonna just troll somebody and be an asshole.
And then you could
And
send your kids to university. Like they always had the best expansion packs.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
like I said, they got greedy, but
but we're clearly getting too off topic, which
this
probably is
is
a
this is
sign.
just a general episode at this point.
Which is probably a sign. Which is probably a sign that we got to wrap it up. So,
Yeah.
any last comments, concerns, donations, critiques?
Donations. Nah, man, that's it. I just I think nowadays uh, I don't think there's an excuse of why there can't be easy modes in every game at this point, or like more accessible modes. I just feel like it ain't no excuse at this point. There could be more easy modes now. In
I
my
think
opinion, I think they can.
I think
Cause, huh?
no, go on.
Yeah. Cause I don't know. I don't know. Like the world and nowadays, and just with games too, a lot of stuff is just changing. We're making everything for everyone. I just think I think they can do more with the being accessible part. But yeah, they don't actually have to. They don't got to, but I think they should start considering easy mode more. Even with games that are designed just for that difficulty, for example, like Dark Souls, if they were to make another Dark Souls, right? Maybe they can find a way for it to be accessible for them to like play through the story. Maybe they can. I feel like they can if you just put enough creativity in it. I feel like they can. But
Dang.
I know they didn't do it with Demon Souls, or nothing like that, But I just think, nowadays I think they can. But yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. I just realized something.
What?
How do you make it easy mode for a puzzle game?
That's what I was thinking too.
You know what I
That's what I
mean?
was thinking too.
Like my favorite puzzle game of all time is Spiral Scouts. Unironically, it's made by the same person that made Honey Pop, and
Mhm.
it's actually one of the best puzzle games, in my opinion, of all time. Because it's one of those where you actually grab a notebook and start thinking. You know what I mean? Or you like I beat the game and I played it again, and I'm still like, dang, bro, I'm kind of thinking still. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah, man.
for games like that, you can't really make it easy mode for.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen an easy mode be made for a puzzle game. Like,
Yeah.
remember for Spider-Man PS4, the easy mode for that is just skipping the puzzle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
See,
But
cause
it's like, but other
yeah.
games is like, no, you just actually do the thing. That's all. Like, I don't want to like push the conversation further than what it needs to. But I was just thinking that like, dang, like real talk though, is like when you have all like different. It depends on the game genre, I guess. You know what I mean? Like with Mario Odyssey has a really good accessibility mode where they add more platforms to the game, or how in like Mario 3D World for the Wii U they have like whereas the Wii U gamepad can add platforms in as a player. You know what I mean? But for a puzzle game,
Yeah.
what do you do? It's like you can't really do an easy mode. The developer can't give you hints. Well, they can give you hints, but it's like some puzzles you can't get hits on. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
you're just over here suffering, dog.
That's the easy one right there. Getting hints. That's your
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like not every puzzle you can get hints for though. You know what I mean?
Bro.
I mean, I guess they could be like, oh, you get 5 hints. Each hint makes it closer. If you ask for hint number 6, it's going to tell you how to do the puzzle. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I
Yeah.
still feel like it's some of those things where it's like, while we need to make things inclusive, we shouldn't make things so. Because like you don't want things to be too easy. So it's up to the designer to actually be
Yeah,
like,
true.
okay, how easy is too easy, and how hard is too hard for like a regular person to do it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Hmm.
That's what
But
I would say on that.
I'm gonna bring up shooters again. It's like y'all was talking about accessibility earlier. I can't really say that much, but it's like
Yeah.
accessibility in shooters and online shooters. What they're doing now compared to like let's say 10 years ago, they're actually adding a lot more accessibility. Now there is a big debate of like it's easy to play shooter games on at PC, which is true. But on let's say PS4, PS5, Xbox One, whatever, they're actually adding in even on PC like an accessibility dead zones, sensitivity
Yeah.
for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Before, like let's say Black Ops 2, everybody knows Black Ops 2. They didn't have that. You want to shoot, you want to move faster, increase your sensitivity. Now, I want to say this is kind of like an easy thing to do, like easy mode kind of to help you out is changing
Hmm.
accessibility, you know? So I will say accessibility is helping people out as an easy mode in shooter games, I will say. But in other games where it's like, hold this button, do this, that's not really doing much. Things like that, you know? Because like, we were talking about earlier about Ocarina of Time too, where it's like, if you're deaf, how are you going to play Ocarina of Time, you know?
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
If I'm deaf and it's a sound puzzle, how am I supposed to do it? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Something like that.
Honestly. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think this was a cool conversation. You know what I mean? Even though we
Yeah.
had similar opinions, I feel like we did a good job ish on
True.
talking about the opposing side. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I would be more interested in hearing more of the opposing side. That's not like
Hmm.
toxic, you know what I mean? Because like, I think we could do a follow up episode on just like
Yeah,
how
true.
communities can turn into that more toxic side, be more gatekeeping. Especially
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
girls. I don't know why guys do that to girls, bro.
I
It's
don't
like
yeah,
you
that
want to
is
get chicks, but like you finally got you a chick that's interested in your hobbies. And you want to test her ability and like naming characters and shit like that. Like,
Nah.
just
like
straight
come
up
on, dog.
like I know this one streamer name's like Ashley something. She's like a real cool streamer, and people was just like, it was coming at this chick because like she was playing this game on easy mode. I'm like, bruh, it's not your experience, my boy.
Just that you a
Like,
Twitch streamer. Half the time you playing for like the commentary and junk. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and I'm about
Yeah.
to be playing and talking to y'all at the same time. If I'm too stressed out and like thinking about this game, I'm not gonna be entertaining. I'm gonna be thinking about the game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
like
what you
whenever we
saying,
play
Mo?
multiplayer games, I become mad silent these days whenever I start
Exactly. So like
concentrating.
you focusing,
Yeah.
bro. They don't be talking like that. You know what I mean?
I just thought about something like, what about games like Among Us? Is there easy mode on Among Us? No.
I mean, nah, because it's multiple.
Well, with
Yeah,
the
there
competitive
is.
games,
If you stream
when it
snap
comes to
your
multiplayer
homies.
games, the most you can do is just make it as accessible as possible. Like
Yeah.
with Microsoft with their accessibility controller, where it gives you it gives the person um near unlimited customizability with their controller. You know what I mean? So like if you can barely use your hands, you can still be able to play those kind of games. I feel
Yeah.
like at most that's all they can do. That's what I was saying earlier. Like we need more accessibility and less thinking about just making it easier. Cause like think about it. If you're a handicapped person, you don't really want your life to be easier. You just want it to be more of a middle ground. You know what I mean? You want
Right,
to feel
right.
like it's equal opportunity for someone who has everything versus someone who has like a little bit less. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Among Us is like, making Among Us brand controller that's someone who can really use their hands to use. That's it.
Yeah. I'm
Besides that,
like,
it's like I don't know, bro. You can't really get help in a multiplayer game because then it won't be fair.
I'm like, there's some games like that. Like, there's no easy mode in the game when the game's just already easy. It's like, it's too hard, it's too hard, it's too hard. And I'm like,
Is it
can't do
too
nothing
hard,
about
or
it.
you just don't want to play the game the way it's been played? I
Right.
don't know. But yeah, that was a cool episode, bro. And I
Yeah,
gotta
true.
render this garbage tomorrow.
Right. So to wrap it
Whatever.
up, any final comments, concerns, donations?
But that'll probably be the final comments, to be honest. But play games, get money,
eat
stop
hot chip,
gatekeeping,
eat hot chip,
eat hot
lie.
chip, lie, lie to everybody, including your mama, because even if you lie to her, she'll still love you, I guess. Unless she don't love you, then that's kind of your fault.
I don't
And
know what happened.
That's all I gotta say though.
so that's about it. But
All right, wrap this. I'm trying to put my phobia, bro. Wrap this up.
all right, let's wrap this up by saying, thanks for subscribing. Have a good one. Hopefully we'll have another episode not in 6 months, but in like about a week.
Where I feel
And
like it.
Omri has now been officially kicked off the canceled cast, effective immediately.
No,
Thank you for your service, Omri, and have a good one. Bye for now. I said bye for now.
Oh, man,
I said.
Hit us up at www.youtube.com/cancelcast. Leave us a comment. Leave us a like on the Twitter. Leave us a retweet on the Twitter that Moose does not be active.